Welcome to this series where we are playing Transport Fever 2. In the last part we set up a commuter line, and in this part what I want to do is do some work with high-speed trains, and to that end I've actually set up a high-speed train route which was the original Spalding Express route. And originally I recorded it, but I ended up with about an hour and a half of video, mainly with me trying to debug the route, because one thing I will say about this game is that when you are trying to upgrade an existing line and change its route, the game can get very temperamental and give you all sorts of problems. So eventually when I looked at the video, I thought, this is terrible. It's just me fiddling around trying to find out where problems are, trying to get tracks to run. So I thought I'll throw that away and I'll just give you guys a bit of an update of what I've done, and then we'll go into polishing it a little bit more. But before we get into looking at the track, I just want to look at the available trains. And when you get to this point in the game, it's very tempting to look at these TGVs that could do 300 kilometers an hour and this ICE which does 280. Now, I'll be completely upfront, on a medium map, you're never going to get the acceleration that you could to get these up to maximum speed. So you might as well go for a slower train. And what I've done is I've actually set up a train using this BR 10301 with a top speed of 200 kilometers an hour with these passenger trains. But quite literally, as I started the video, this train showed up, which is still 200 kilometers an hour, but it's got a lot more capacity. You can see it's got a capacity of 198. And if I actually put it on the list there, you see it's actually shorter. It's only 150 meters. And that is slightly annoying. So a bit of a tip here, guys. If you're planning high-speed trains, wait until 2014, August the 9th. I know, around June 2014. The reason is that I spent one of the big problems I had was actually extending the trains, because the trains that we're actually using, and I'll just show you on the line. We come to here and we go and find a train. Oh wow, we can just click on the line and then go to, there it is, there's a train just coming through here. What you'll see if we go to here, and I'll show you the edit, what you'll see here is we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 car train, which gives 154 capacity, and but it's 204 meters long. Now, if you've been following the series, you'll be aware that what I've been doing is using this option here, which is 160 meters. So what I had to do is effectively add an extra section to all these platforms through here, and I'll be completely upfront, it was an absolute nightmare. And just to give you an idea of what I was saying about the acceleration, if we follow this train here, if you follow that, you see we're up to 143, 156, and then of course the distance between the stations is quite slow, so now it's slowing down, pick up passengers here, and you can see the loading speed 0.9x. So despite extending the stations, I still didn't get enough frame, because if I put another 40 meters on, it would have been overkill. So I had to compromise. Now this is what we're entering now, is probably one of the faster sections of the track. So we're up to 149, 150. We might just reach 200. No, because again, see the distance between the stations, the trains just can't accelerate fast enough to get up to a full line. And now this definitely is the fastest section of the track, so if you watch this, we might actually get to 200 kilometers an hour on this section. The 170, 180, 82, 85, 190. No, we just didn't quite reach it. And that is probably a pretty graphic. So if you see the distances that we've actually traveled, and this is why I was saying that those TGVs and things like that, those trains will never get up to maximum speed. So they're very expensive trains that can't really deliver. You might as well go for a train with a top speed of 200 kilometers an hour. Because they only really work is if you've got a very large map and you can do virtually a dead straight line. And if you actually do the mission, which is, I think it's in Japan, where you actually play with the TGV trains or the bullet trains, the lines you actually build are dead straight. See, look, we just got up to 190 there, and we got this platform here. Now, one problem I do have now is the fact that we've got this line here, and what I did is I pulled the train away from here, but we've still got the Nuneaton Express in here somewhere. Where is it? Coming through here, and you can see that this line is virtually dead now. It's just losing money, simply because nobody's interested in actually traveling on that train. So I do have a solution. I was thinking about this, and that is that because these trains can't get up to a really maximum speed, and we're coming off this curve here, what we're going to do is wait for this train to go through there. A little bit of track there left over for my attempts at building. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out this section of track here. We're going to we go for 240. Now I think we're going to go with 160. We need to try and angle it a little bit. Oops. No, back a bit. Back a bit. Aha, doesn't want to line up. Do it this way. Put you in about there. Actually, we'll put you there. There. And the first, oh, I only put on one platform. That's okay, because, and I didn't actually put in the high speed track either. That's okay. This was just going to be a straight through platform like that. That's wrong. Yeah. To put a platform on this side. Okay, you think you could just do it for me? Sometimes it pays to zoom out a bit. And we'll just put that there. Of course, we can put it on there. And because we're on the modern stations now, you actually get a white covering compared to the shed-like effect of. And I think we're. That train move away. And we're coming with the speed track. Electrification, yes. And then we don't need any crossovers here or anything like that. Oops, I gotta there's just over 201, but then there'd be accelerating out of the station here. And of course, one thing I do need to do is actually upgrade this track, otherwise the game's going to throw and complain. It say that the line is not electrified. So what we got now is this line here, and what we're going to do is put in a road system here. We'll start with an 80-mile-an-hour road here. Connect you to there. And then we'll run into Nuneaton like that. Probably, where's the residential area here? Oops, residential area on the far side, so that's good. So what we could be horrible junction there. And I think we're now, I know we're going to lose the connection to the railway station here, but I think we can afford to lose that because it's not working anyway. And we've got a tram line there. Tram line comes out to there. I think if we take this road, put a town road in here. Road there. Yeah, I think if we come up out to the station here and then come back in directly, yeah, I think that'll work. It won't let us. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna have to out this road here. And we're gonna have to put some kind. Actually, if we take out that the road here, come there. And we're just put a actually go straight all in for a bridge. Got a bit of a raised section of track here, which is going to make the bridge a bit more tricky. And I think what we'll do is we'll get this train out of the way. And then we're you there. You out there. Put the road in. And we're you there. There. We're come back to this bridge here and we're elevate the whole section here like that. Take that out. Take that out. And we're up here. But create a hole elevated. That's a bit better. Oops, collision. That's no good. Not even close to where we're meant to be going. I think. And we can let that train run away. Move this section of track here. And then work on this track through here. You down. What side of the track are you on? The right hand side. forward there. And you cross like that there. And extend you up to there. Then we'll remove these sections of track. There. Now eventually this could become a goods line. And come there. You can connect there. Speed of the goods trains is not quite so important. You can come out there and you can down to there, and we'll just check. Why have we got no train picking up from here? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Or is this train station now redundant? Anyway, so we've now got this line here. And we've got this connection here. Where is it? Nuneaton, and we are running out to here. So what we need now is this guy. Nuneaton anti-clockwise, managed line. Range Road there, and okay, stop. I haven't put in the bus stop yet. Tram stop. Bit of a fail on my part, but that's okay. Bus and tram depot. So we've now got that in. That's the other one we want. You're coming up here. Okay. This is Nuneaton anti-clockwise. And what we need to do now is put a road out from here. So that now connect through to there. And this is Grange Road. What is it saying now? Oh. Okay. Okay, so what's going on now? Got a tram connection there. This is running through here. This is an example of the problem I was having. That should now do is go down the road. Oh. Okay. Okay, this should now be connected. Okay, so we've now got this done. We'll give it another go. Manage line is Grange Road. Grange Road rather than Nuneaton Annex. Actually, it'd be So that's coming from there. It's coming all the way from here to Grange Road. In fact, it should be Park Road, isn't it? Mill Road. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay. That's actually connected. Aha. So we've now got a line out to here, running that way, and what we'll do is we've got Mill Road. I'll go out to there as well. That's a long way out, but we're going to upgrade the lines anyway. So what that would mean is that the passengers to this station will no longer be needed. And what we're going to have to do now is come to this line and connect. Come here, Spalding. We will add you there, and then we want east, and we want platform that way, and then that means that these trains are no longer required, so we can both of these, oops, and we can sell them. And this line here, PT Cleat at Blandford, Nuneaton, oops, what we can do then is come into here, this line. That means that this station is now effectively redundant. And what should happen is that our residents would go out to connect to the fast line here. So eventually they will be coming here. Then we're probably going to look at the trams, but we're going to play. We've got this line here. Let's see if we can find a train that's running around here somewhere. Spalding Express. Here, of course. Where are you? Right, what we'll see is we can find a train now. Here comes one now. I just want to check the speeds. So we're gonna come in here. Wow. We got quite a few people on here. So we've got 154 people, but we've just loaded 154 people. We're leaving people behind. So the train's going to build up speed. Now, of course, because it's going to stop at Nuneaton, it's not going to get to its maximum speed. So come into here. Don't know if anyone's going to get off. Oh, 10 people got off. Of course, no one got on because it's going to take a little while for the people in Nuneaton to work out they've got access to a nice express line. See the speed there? It's coming up 150, 160. See, the distance between stations now is reducing the overall top speed. So still got 154, so we need more capacity on this line, which is one of the reasons why I'm testing the speed. I mean, there might be ways that we could get the trains to go faster. I mean, if we got, but first I want to do is just see how this line actually works. And of course, we've got a whole section of redundant track there now. Well, we got a few people got off, and they all got back on again. We're getting up to 170, losing speed again. So we're coming into the station again. So you've got to remember the train accelerates up and then decelerates again. Obviously nobody got off there. I think that was Erith. So, I mean, we could create a commuter line, but the problem is it would lay a lot of extra track for very little return. I think what we need to do is work on capacity first. You come in here, a lot of people just got off, a whole load of people just got back on again. See all the people stood on the other platform there. You see again, because of this curve to get round to Gainsborough, I'm not going to get it. You've got a bit of an up ramp there. I had real fun in games setting up the platform there. We got there. Right, what I'm going to do is let this fill up. Right, manage vehicle. What we're going to do now is going to replace you with this train here. This has got 200, but it's got far bigger passenger capacity. It's got a capacity of 198, and in theory it should have, what's it, it's 3,800 tracked there for 560. This is, it's got a lot more power, but it has less tractive effort. If we come back to here, oh no, this one's got, no, it's this one, sorry. So this one's got less power. I think we will give it a go. And what we're going to do is replace it with this one. We've now got this pretty slick train. We're going to see how fast he can go now. And of course, he's a lot shorter. So in theory, he should be lighter as well. Well, he's picking up a fair amount of speed. We'll come into here. About 498 passengers on there. We'll see how well he goes. Again, these bridges don't help the situation that much as well. Up to 100 and I'm slowing down again for Erith. Obviously we didn't pick anybody up there. And we're just going to follow it through 96. Bit of a slope here. We could make a deeper cutting here to get this a bit flatter. This is now getting up to 141. Going into here. A lot of people getting off, a few more people getting back on. And you get the lines to the right of the original commuter line to Nuneaton, which I put in when I was actually upgrading this track. And technically now it's redundant. So, because originally it ran from Cleaton Moor to Blandford to Nuneaton. Now, and of course, this train is now taken over. A few people got off. Train filled up again. It'll be very interesting to see whether there's going to be how many people are going to be getting off at Nuneaton. I mean, the acceleration's good. And there's a few people here. Yeah, we got quite a few people got off at Nuneaton. But we got a Euro dual train, and we got some more trains coming in. I'm not. Yeah, so on this entire route, we never got anywhere near 200, but we are moving a lot quicker. I think we've got a case here for coming here. Oops, hold that. We can do it this way. Managed line, cancel you. Get you there. Going to place you with that one. Place all of them. It's going to cost a lot of money, but and what we're going to do now is just let this settle down a bit and see how things go. Wow. Yeah, how much that's affected Nuneaton. Here 170 now. It's certainly well connected, and yeah, you can see we've got more people traveling through, and in theory it should also help give some support to Immingham. So a little bit confused over why we don't have a state train here. And if we come down, and of course this means this passenger station is now redundant, but what we can do is turn this into another cargo station if we need to develop things. And of course what we've got now is the separation of cargo from passenger as well. Anyway, I'm just going to have a quick look at the state of the stations now. Of course we're going to need to let a lot of people still wanting to go towards Erith, but that might smooth out over time. So this is 180. This is looking pretty good. I mean, Cleaton Moor has literally grown overnight with its capacity, and we come and Erith. I don't think Erith is doing quite so well. Got 150. Then we've got London up here, which is getting a little bit of a internal. 170 here. Of course, some of it's been held back by the fact that we're not delivering enough goods, but we don't have the production capability. Gainsborough is getting a multi-story skyline as well. This is now 1,264. 237. So this is 180, 100% cars. Still need a lot more production to drive these even further. Then of course we've got I here. It's 170. This is 1,200. I think this is going down. You can see we're getting lots and lots of vehicles coming in now. This is one thing about when you get to the late part of the game, you get vehicles here. This is 160, and then we go down to Immingham. We'll see what we can do here. There's Immingham. Immingham's down here. But we might be getting quite a few more. Maybe it's time to upgrade our airlines. See what we got here. These vehicles. We're looking at replace selected vehicles, passengers. This is a small airline. All we've got is a sharp. Okay, this is not going to be good, is it? We're kind of stuck with these. I don't think we can actually upgrade an airport. Something that's no. A bit disappointing in the fact that we can't. I mean, could we put a large aircraft on it? Let's just give it a go. Well, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Passenger. Okay, let's just choose a Sikorsky. How many passengers have you got? You can carry 10. Okay, replace. Important note. They're going incompatible. Okay, we're kind of stuck with what we've got. Okay, let's try another approach. Manage vehicles. Replace small. You've got capacity for 12 passengers, so what we could do is, what I should have really done is replace these a little bit earlier. Come there, clear that, and we'll add 2 more. This is the problem with aircraft, is that they won't really, I mean, they might clear people. I mean, the alternative is that we put a high-speed train in, or we could use a ship. That's true. Let's see what options we got for our passenger ships. Maybe we can get something that's can use passenger line. Got a demon ferry there. Well, okay, we got this ferry that can carry 100 people at 70 kilometers an hour. Okay, just for the fun of it, guys, we're going to put this. I don't think there's any point putting a port there, so we'll put a port in here. And it's definitely a small ferry, wasn't it? Yeah, size small. Okay. I will be completely honest, I'm not the greatest fan of I'll be completely honest, I'm not the greatest fan of passenger ferries, because every time I've tried to make money from them, I've always ended up losing money. I think we need a reasonable distance. I think what we'll do is we'll create a bit of a circular route here. So we'll actually, if we connect you to that, will connect you to there. Yeah, I think we'll do something like this, and then we'll create a use town roads go into there, and then we'll you there, you to there. We'll create a route from here all the way up to Eaton Mall. We'll just call it passenger line. I can identify it. There's the got an urban truck. We'll buy 2 of those. Line. And we'll assign you to passenger line. Right, what we need to do now is find some way to integrate the transport system into here. I don't feel that we really need to put in here. I did put tram lines in here. I think what we can do we put something like that there, and then put a tram station, one of these here. And what we can do is just put a kind of little loop rounds. If we put a line in here, and we'll call you Eaton Ferry Service. It's electrified. Yes, it is. Fine. So go into there. Ah, we're gonna buy. Where's the tram depot? I think it's here. What we got in the way of trams? Okay, we've got a couple of pretty good trams. We've got a 70-kilometer-hour tram here. Maybe it's time to actually update our trams. 27. We've got a nice little one here. Maybe if we get 2 of those, and then we'll assign you to. Where are you? You there, running to the ferry service. And then what we're going to need to do is connect in the down here. I'm not exactly sure what we've got in the way of public transport here. That's Emmington to Blandford. What route are you? Okay, you're going that way. I think what we'll do is we're putting the tram stop over here. This. I think this is an electrified tram, isn't it? So we're coming here. Streets. That connects you to there. And what we'll do is we're on now. You there. You. I think we've just broken the connection. Oh no, we haven't. Connection is still good. It's up to you. No electrified path. Where's tram? You telling me that? What's up to you? In Immingham. Okay, electrify you. Okay, I think what I've done is I've actually removed the application. Put you there. Just love this game sometimes. We've now got a fully electrified line running there, and what we'll do is we'll put a new line in here. We'll start here, run through to, this is a tram stop, isn't it? And we're run. Wow. Okay. And then what I want you to do is run back way to there. What we'll have is a end-to-end tram line. We'll call you Birmingham Ferry Link. Where's the tram station? Buy some of these. Buy about 4 of these, and we'll allocate you to Birmingham Ferry Link. Missing electro track. Okay, game. Where's the missing electro track? Try again. Yep. And what that should do is create a link to the ferry port down here. And that once the people, they know that there's a ferry link here, what we should do is get more people moving up across the map like that. How's the, yeah, ooh, I think we'll get reducing the number of passengers, but probably going to need to look at that bus route. What we're going to need to do now is come over to and certainly getting a lot more people. Let's see if there's anybody queuing up on any of our overloaded stations. No, not overloaded there. Problem we're going to have actually is the fact that the train that's coming down from here is going to be full up, isn't it? You just see. No, it's got. Let me just check. Oops, you're going the wrong way. Just check the loading. Yeah, see, this guy's just picked up 198 passengers. I think what we will do is we're just going to clone in another train. He's going to have to come out of the depot, so yeah, see, so people here aren't getting a chance to get on the train. This is always a problem when you're actually running these express trains. Let's just see. Pause, quick look at the station. We've got 357 people waiting to go via Cleaton Moor at the moment. It's not good. So we only lost a few people. So yeah, the extra train should make a difference. And what we'll have to do is keep pushing on an extra train all the time, just to kind of improve the overall. I mean, we are making, how much money are we making? 28 million. So we are making money on the line. We've got quite a lot of people got off there. Game is just look up. We've got 499 people there. I think we are going to clone in another train. Just cloning, get an extra on that. Put 6 trains on here. And what we'll do is just check this train. See how much slack this guy's picking up. Okay, we've got a few more people here. You can see also with the deficit here that you've got to carry a lot of passengers on these trains to make a profit. But then sometimes you may, in order to get your cities to grow, you may need to run these lines actually at a loss. Now what should happen is that a lot of people get off here. Yeah, we only picked up 155 that time from here. Makes you wonder whether some people are cheating and they're getting on the train coming this way and then going back the other way. And we're just going to come into here. Yeah, we're still not really clearing this station here at Blandford Forum. 371 people there. Okay, let's see what happens at Cleaton Moor. Not many people got off and back on again. So we've got 473 people here. So we got a queue here. Oh, it's not that bad. Let's have a look at our ferry service. Cool looking little ferry actually. Again, I think this is going to be a little bit of a lost leader because we're basically connecting Cleaton Moor up with a fairly minor town in the form of Immingham. But maybe if we give them another route, they might pick up eventually. Right, let's just jump forward. See how many people are waiting at Immingham. 6. But see what the stats for Immingham are now. 160. There's a lot more people moving around to all the different cities on the map, which is good. Cleaton Moor is 90%. And here comes the ferry. As I said when I was setting this route up, trying to make money from passenger ferries is a little bit difficult. The better option is actually cargo. And what I'll do is just to finish this video up, I'll just give you a breakdown of how things are going. Aircraft, well, we're making quite a lot of money from the aircraft, even if we're not carrying everybody. Our passenger line is losing money. Our profit margin on the shipping is still strong. Future is now old band. Reach the present in the free game. Okay, so maybe it's the first time I've ever played this far in the game. I've just got myself an achievement. You can see all our goods rail lines are making money, although some of them are marginal. They just dropped into negative. Our tram routes probably need a bit of work. Maybe we'll be looking at those in the next part. Vehicle routes, let's have a look here. Yeah, we got some. We're going to need to do some work on our vehicles there. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do a little bit of work in this area. Especially, probably the bus routes are not as good as they should be. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.